anybody out there? I know it's early morning. Not for everyone, but for some of you. So, good morning. Even though it's not morning for me, I'm going to drink a little coffee here. And we'll just wait till it gets to that top of the hour, 4 p.m. my time, 7 a.m. your time, and then we'll get started. Good morning, morning. It's going to be my singing show. Singing in your morning, my evening. All right. Do, 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 do. All right, guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and whoever shows up is going to show up. So hi, everyone, and welcome to Rise and Grind. I know it's super early for you West Coasters over there, and not so bad for the East Coasters, and about wine time for the Central European time zoners over here. Thank you guys for making it, and our topic for this month is email marketing, and we're going to be doing this every Tuesday in our Biz Builders group, so I hope you can find the time to come and join. So I'm going to tell you guys right now that I don't have like my super sexy setup for my videos because I've been living the Gilligan's Island shit show shipping situation. I actually dropped my stuff off in January 24th to be exact, and it has now been 4 months, and we'll find out today if our stuff's ready to be picked up. So that's exciting. So just bear with me. I'm going to just be sitting here, mano a mano, hanging out with you guys. So hopefully you can handle my voice early in the morning. I also have some notes, so you're going to see me checking those kind of often because I am not a trained anchor woman, and also it's going to keep me on track so I don't babble too much, such as moments like this. So let's jump right into it, guys. Email marketing basics. First of all, what is it? Email marketing is essentially sending emails to people with the hopes of making money, right? It's like the Nigerian prince thing, but no. Don't do that. But that's essentially what it is. So you're sending emails, right? That's what it boils down to. There's a lot more than that, and we're going to jump into some of that right now. So why? Why should you email marketing? If you're not collecting emails, guys, you are doing your business a disservice. It is the most amazing, cheapest, simplest way to make money through your list, through an interested audience. So you need to be doing something with your list. If you don't have a list, don't worry. We will get into that and another thing. So just sit tight and kind of learn the basics now, and then you'll know what to do with your list when you do build a list. So moving on. It is a way to turn, interested people, like people who have said like, hey, yeah, I'm mildly interested, and you can email me and I'll see if I'm still interested. It's a way to turn those people into fans, and then fans into super fans, and super fans into purchasers. And that's what we ultimately want, right? We want to make money. So that's what we're doing it for. And ultimately, guys, this is the cheapest way to market. So yes, you have Facebook advertising, there's Pinterest, there's YouTube, there's Twitter, there's even LinkedIn has ads, right? They all have them, and they're all amazing. They all deserve a place in your marketing arsenal. They're amazing, but they cost, I'm not gonna say a hell of a lot of money, but they cost a hell of a lot more than email marketing, which costs you nothing, like literally nothing, right? So this is a brilliant, amazing way to get a hold of your audience is email marketing. Like, you need to just do it, right? So let's get back to the purpose, right? So the purpose of email marketing is to stay connected to your audience, to keep them informed about events, opportunities, sales, educating them, and ultimately, like we said, making money, right? This is the purpose. So you don't have to believe me. You can be like, Tanya, I'm not sold. Email's old. People aren't into it. And that's okay. That's fine. You don't have to believe me. Let's look at some statistics. Really quick, just a second, some statistics, right? So I am going to read right here. For every $1 spent on email marketing, you make $38. So that's 3,800% ROI, guys. Like, hello. So that means if I was to go stand on the street and like a guy walked up to me and was like, hey, give me $1 and I'll give you 38 bucks. Like, okay, I'll give you $1. How many times can I do that? Because I'll do that all day, like all day long. There's an ROI right there. Like, I'll give you $1, give me 38. Like, here's a new business right there. Why wouldn't you do that? You're also 6 times more likely to get a click-through from an email campaign than a tweet. So what that means is all these tweets you might be sending out, which is good because you're doing social media, is that they might see it, but they're not going to click on it. They may not take any action. Your email has 6 times higher rate of getting some action than your tweet does, right? This one, another one, email is 40 times more effective at acquiring new customers than Facebook or Twitter. So again, that social media marketing that you're engaging in, that you know is good for you, that you should be doing, yes, actually getting a customer from that, you have 40 times higher of a chance of that happening through your email marketing than you do through your social media efforts, right? So that's huge, guys. A message is 5 times more likely to be seen in your email than on Facebook. So I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but you may have like a ton of friends on Facebook, and one day you're there going like, hey, whatever happened to Julie? Like, I haven't seen her post lately. Does she exist? Is she off Facebook? Facebook has an algorithm that is going to separate, from the people you engage with the most to the people you don't. So yeah, Julie's still there. But because you haven't spied on her lately or engaged with her recently, Facebook's just like, she must not be that important to you. So they move Julie kind of to the background. So what you see is your top posts of who you're engaging with the most. Now, if you go and you stalk Julie again, then all of a sudden she's going to appear through your feed, right? I say all that to say, because of that, you're posting, you're doing all these things on Facebook. You may be doing it right and making fantastic effort, but an email has 5 times higher chance of someone actually seeing it than they do on Facebook, right? So again, another reason why you should be doing it. 30% of people on email are using it to get discounts and coupons. What that means is that people in email are ready to spend money, like more so than other places. Hello, sounds like a good idea to me, guys. Also, when it comes to making purchases, as a result of receiving an email message, meaning like marketing message. So someone posted something on Facebook or on Twitter or LinkedIn or whatever. I have, 66% higher potential of getting a conversion from something through email than I do sending something through any of these social media outlets. So again, if numbers aren't your thing, guys, the whole point of this is email marketing works. And if you don't think it does, you're wrong. So it's that easy. You're wrong. It works. And the proof is right there, right? So it isn't just me rambling because I like email. Like, I like a lot of things, and email's, maybe one of them. So anyway, the other thing, guys, is what I hear all the time okay, so email is so important, right? And I hear this is, well, we have an email list, but we haven't really done anything with it. We're not sure what to do. And what I hear all the time is this disconnect between the value and the urgency of what that email list holds. So you're sitting there and you're like, I have it, but I'm not doing anything with it. That's like, oh, I have this pot of gold and it's going to disappear soon, but I don't know how to spend it. Like, what? Really? What? Hello? Pass it over to me then, because I know what to do with it. And that's why you should be listening to me. So anyway, it's crap. Like, there's so much value. Do something with it. This isn't the day of newsletters, and there's so much more and better planned things you can do. We're going to get into that. So it's important. If I haven't made that point clear yet in this first 9 minutes and 36 seconds, guys, it's important. So other excuses that I hear is like, I don't want to bother people. Okay, fine. Don't, because everybody else will. Everybody else will be glad to jump in front of that audience and monetize them. And as you just heard, all those percentages, most people are okay with it. They're like, yeah, I kind of expected, and I probably will spend money in my email. So I don't want to bother people is just a crap excuse, okay? Another one is, I don't know what to write. Okay, this is valid. Email does require a certain finesse. There's a simplicity to it as well, though. So it's not about being a great writer or anything like that. It's just about understanding some tips and tricks of the trade, right? So, look up some copywriting, some basic email copywriting, get some tips out there. We're going to do a session going over some copywriting as well. It's not just for writers, and no one's asking you to write a novel, but just learn some stuff. Like, okay, problem solved, learn some stuff. And they don't have to be involved, guys. Nobody wants 6 paragraphs in their email anyway. So, learn some basics and get out there and just do it, right? Just do it. So another thing, yeah, if you see emails that you like, right? Something comes across your desk and you're like, oh yeah, this is good. I like this. I like the way this guy says that, or whatever. Take it and put it in a file, in an email file. Don't print it out. Put it in an email file of like good email ideas, and use that. Refer to that and borrow some of those ideas for your own marketing efforts. Go, hey, that one's pretty decent, right? So I don't know what to write. Yeah, and no more an excuse. I don't want to be salesy. I love this one. This one's so common. Okay, good. Don't be salesy, okay? But you do need to do sales. So if you're not selling, then you have a hobby and not a business. So you do need to do sales. Everybody's a salesperson. Like, I don't care what it is you think you do, you are a salesperson. So I don't want to be salesy, like, don't be a jerk, but do it. So like, if all you're saying in your email is like me, bye, then you're right. You're doing it wrong. Don't do that. Okay. But you saying I don't want to be salesy as an excuse for not doing your email marketing is crap. Like, as we just read in those statistics, people are ready to be sold to, and they tend to seem to like it more in email than anything anyway, right? All right. So done with the excuses. Now we know it's important. Now we know we don't have any crap to hide behind anymore. We do need to be doing it. And also, guys, just emailing for the sake of emailing is a waste of time. So when you're like, well, I know I listened to Tanya and she said I should be emailing, so I'm just going to send out like random crap. Okay, no, don't do that either, okay? It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of their time. It's a waste for everybody. You do need to have a plan, and you need to have a purpose for your emails, right? So like, again, gone are the days of the newsletters. Everyone was sending a newsletter. Like, why do I need a newsletter from my grocery store? Like, I don't care how Jimmy bags groceries. Like, I don't. So, I don't need a newsletter for everything, but we do need to have a plan and a purpose, right? So looking back at my notes here, plan and purpose, and it should be part of a funnel, guys. So we'll talk about that a little more. What you need to have in your email is a CTA, right? So that's a call to action. So every email should have, like we said, a purpose. What do you want me to do here? Like, again, we're not just sending it just to send it. So if it's as simple as, follow us on Facebook. Okay, that's a call to action. That tells me something to do. Maybe it is a sale. Maybe you're like, hey, buy this. Okay, tell me what you want me to do. And not only for them, but for you. Why are you sending this email? Like, what's the reason? What's the purpose, right? Have a reason, have a purpose. Follow us, or, act now for 50% off, something. And also make sure something that has measurable results. Like, did we gain followers by this email? Did someone buy this for 50% off? Like, what's happening? Make sure you have something measurable to know if this email works. We're going to get into that a little more, right? Everyone still with me? Like, I think we have, someone, hi, everybody. Good morning. So, also, if you guys have any questions, I am drinking coffee, even though it's like 4 o'clock here. Type in, and I am going kind of fast, but, coffee. Oh, hello. Moving on, right? So now we're going to get to the how. You need to have an email marketing service. Why? Because you're not going to write individual emails to everybody, because that's ridiculous, and it makes you ridiculous, and it's a waste of time. Yes, you need to be doing this, but let a service do it for you. Now, it's still something that you control, that you do, you put together, but you're not going to individually write, here's to Tanya, here's to Steve, and here's to everybody. Like, don't do that. That's just weird. And you don't have to. So something like MailChimp, that's what I use. It's really easy, super cheap. There's other things like Constant Contact, Infusionsoft, Salesforce. Most of them are free, guys. Most of them are free, and it's, or if you do pay, it's a really nominal fee. And by the time you get to some huge list, you usually do have to pay, but if you have a huge list, that means you're monetizing it, like we just talked about, which means paying a monthly fee isn't a problem for you because you're a smart marketer, right? So let's see what we're talking about here. So having a service like this allows you to segment your list. Now, guys, if you listened to my Mad Minute Marketing yesterday, we learned a little bit about why segmenting your list is important, right? You're going to have lots of different people who have different interests or are in general different people, and the message needs to be tailored to them so it makes sense for them. If your audience lives in, say, Czech Republic, and everything you're sending is about like beach time, oh my god, what am I going to do at the beach this year, like come get your towels, looking at you, friends in California, like we're just going to hate you, and that's going to be the reality of it, and I'm not going to want to buy your stupid beach towels because you don't understand your audience, and your audience is not there. So make sure that you're tailoring your message to the person. Maybe you want to talk to me about lakes or taking the train somewhere, because that's what we do here, right? You send, your beach time, fun, sunny time for your California audience. All right, so the point is to segment your list by grouping them into similarities and make sure that you're tailoring your messages to them, right? You can do this by, gender, age, like say you have an event company, right? So you want to separate maybe by birthdays, anniversaries. All of these people have birthdays in March. These are all have birthdays in May. Maybe these people have kids or no kids. So to send marketing messages about, kids parties, and you're not sending it to the 30-year-old who wants the big, Vegas party or something, right? So again, tailor your message. Or again, sending the Vegas party to a parent who's going to hate you and be like, I wish I could, but I can't. Thanks for rubbing it in. So one thing that having this service is going to let you do is segment your audience. Another thing, guys, is automation. It's going to let you do so many things. If you've ever joined something, you get like an automatic welcome email, right? Someone's not standing there just waiting like, oh, I'm just waiting for somebody to like jump in so I can email them. Oh, it doesn't happen like that. It's automated. So like they know this person opts in, it goes to this kicks out this email. And then even from that, it might be like a series of 5 different emails. It's awesome. It does all that for you, okay? So again, use automation. We're going to go deeper into that in the next sessions. But again, so using the service, automation, awesome, and it works. Using analytics to make smart choices. So we talk about using the right message and seeing how well the email is being received. Well, you know that by having analytics, not standing there guessing or calling everybody saying, hey, did you open that email? I'm just wondering how well it worked. You get analytics through using these services, so you can find out like, okay, this is working. These got open. Nobody opened this. Oh, I shouldn't send emails at 3 in the morning. Whatever it is, you're going to get that information from your email service provider, not email service provider, but your email marketing service provider thing, whatever you call them. You're going to get it through that, and you're going to be able to make better choices of what works for your audience. There isn't one cookie cutter way. It's going to be different for everyone's business, but you can know and make those choices based on the analytics that you'll receive from using services like MailChimp, Infusionsoft, Constant Contact, and whatnot. All right. So next thing you need to do, guys, is have a plan. All right. So don't jump into email marketing if you're not ready to commit, because if you're sporadic and you're just kind of sending it like here or there or wherever, people are going to notice and your message is going to kind of fall flat. Now, that's not to say to be spammy and send them like crazy all the time. I mean, some people do really well sending only 2 a month, staying top of mind when it makes sense. But if you send one month and then you wait 6 months, yeah, they're on your list, but they're a cold audience again. Like they're going to be like, who? Jigga who? Like what? Who is this? I don't remember signing up for that. So make sure you're consistent, even in your inconsistency. If it's once every 6 months, then I guess do it every year once every 6 months. Don't recommend that, but again, consistency. So don't jump in unless you're ready to commit. Let's see. Also, we talked about analytics. So again, you'll know what works best for your audience because you know your analytics, right? So also, when we're talking about a plan, guys, like So let's say you're selling something that's great for Mother's Day, right? Mother's Day. You're not going to send an email on Mother's Day and be like, hey, happy Mother's Day, buy our thing. Like, maybe for the guy who waited the last minute or something, sorry, I shouldn't say it was just the guys, some whoever waits till the last minute to buy it, maybe you'll make a sale or two, but that's just ridiculous. It's a waste of time again. So you need to start your marketing, your email marketing, like 5 weeks ahead of time. And you don't want to just send 5 weeks worth of messages saying, buy our thing, buy our thing, buy our thing. That's also going to get annoying. But what you need to do is take them through a journey, right? So maybe the first week it's, about the product itself. Like, hey, we just added this new product. It's really awesome. It's from, Africa, and it's a special wood. Like, here's a highlight about where it's made. Awesome. Not pushy, just informative. Interesting even, right? Then you go on and maybe you have a list, top 10 creative things for, Mother's Day gifts. And, you take a few things from your own product line or store or whatever and throw them out there. Like, here's the things we would recommend. This happens to be one of them. Maybe you send a story about you and your mom. You're like, oh, my mom is so great and we love her so much. And so she uses this product all the time and we're so happy to give it to her. Maybe it's a video explaining how to use this product and why mothers would love it. And then that last, maybe week or two before, I would say 2 or something like that, it's like, hey, that thing we've been kind of learning about, it's on sale right now, guys, like 50% off or whatever your deal is. Get it now. Maybe it's free shipping. But you let them down a journey. They're familiar with it, and then you hit them for the sale. You didn't just go buy it, buy it, buy it, because that doesn't work. Don't do that. So anyway, there's a plan. That's part of your funnel. That's part of the journey for them. That's what you're doing essentially. Yeah, you're bringing them little by little down a path, right? So now let's talk about the what, right? So again, we're not just sending nonsense. They say any publicity is good publicity. This is content, not publicity. So bad content is bad content. Don't do it, right? It's a nuisance to your audience, and it's just that, it's bad. So always entertain and educate and know when to do which one. All right. So my dry cleaner should not be sending me pictures of them on vacation, right? That just doesn't make sense. Maybe their content should be, how to prep a certain stain before getting it to the dry cleaner. Maybe how to know how to choose my right hem length for my pants that I want hemmed. Maybe it is, clothing hacks, like do this, do that, stuff that is synergistic to what they do, okay? Makes sense, it's related. Now, on that same token, maybe your dry cleaner is like super amazing and kind, and they talk to you about everything. And anyone who's gone out to like sushi with me, they know like I always go to the same 2 places. And I always know everyone who works there. And it's not necessarily because I'm so special, but I think they've just done such a great job at connecting with their customers to make you feel known and welcome and special, and like you know stuff about them and they know way too much about you, and all this. And so if they've created an atmosphere like that, then maybe sending a vacation picture in their email marketing campaign makes sense, but only if they tie it back into the business. So maybe it's like, hey, look at, Miss Chan, right? That's my dry cleaning lady. So like, look at Miss Chan. She went on vacation and she's eating spaghetti right now. And, we're really glad that we didn't have to find a dry cleaner out here. Ha, ha, ha. Whatever. But the point is you tied it back in, right? So I saw an Instagram post the other day and it was like a donkey, just a picture of a donkey, right? You're like, what is this? It wasn't like an animal page. It was a marketing thing. And the donkey was on there, but they tied in. They were like, don't be stubborn about blah, 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 right? It gave them a reason to post a picture of a donkey. Maybe they thought the donkey was super cute. The point is that they were able to take that and tie it into their business and give it a reason. So if you are going to do something like that, you're going to send a picture of your kid or you on vacation, like make sure it has a point and a purpose. Like, hey, I'm on vacation. You could be too if you were XYZ, right? But not just like, hey, look at me. I'm so interesting. Because you're not a celebrity. You're not Kardashian or whoever else people supposedly care about. You're not them. So it doesn't make sense for you to do that type of content, right? So educate and entertain, and make sure it ties into what you do as a business. Let's see, the last couple things here, guys, is make sure that you have a call to action in the email. We talked about that a little earlier. So always make sure that there is, it's clear what you want them to do. Like, what's the point of this email? Again, not just for them, but for you. Why are you sending it? What do you want them to do? Know that and make sure they know that. And again, then you have measurable results, right? Include your social media handles in that, right? So make sure somewhere at the bottom, not a little obtrusive, but somewhere symbols like, hey, like we're here too. Maybe you want to follow us. Maybe that's your call to action. Follow us. Maybe it's as simple as that. Maybe you are sending something very informative. And at the end, you're like, BT Dub, follow me on social media because I say stuff. And even include what you might do on social media that's different than what they may find on email. Maybe you have pictures of you on vacation, whatever it is. Let them know, hey, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me in Tahiti, if that makes sense for your business. But the point is, maybe give them a reason why it's different than just sitting and seeing you in email. Another thing is social share buttons. So if you send something interesting, give them the opportunity to share it, right? I can't tell you how many times I've read something that I thought was amazing, and I would try to share it. There was nowhere to share it, so I was like trying to share a link, and then the link didn't work, and then I was like, I give up. Like, it's not that important anymore. So don't do that. Like, if someone even wants to do it, make it easy for them. I put out tweets all the time from tweets that, like, I'll be reading an article, and they'll literally write, tweet this, and you're like, I do want to tweet that. Like, that's kind of a good idea. So then I tweet it, and it's already pre-made for me. Like, I can customize it if I want, but I'll be honest, a lot of time I don't. But it's good info, and I'm like, I want to share it. I just don't want to take the effort. So they did it all for me. And guess what? I tweet it all the time. Like, just check me on Twitter, by the way. So yeah, so do that. Make the sharing easy. Overall, guys, I think I was able to get this down to almost, 30 minutes here. I hope I've shed some light on the value of email marketing. It is just the basics. We're going to dive into it a little further. I know it's hard for a lot of you at 7 a.m., 10 a.m. I know sometimes it's hard for some of you any time of day. So hopefully you can get to this video when it works for you, and I hope that you find it helpful. Also, if you guys have any questions, whether it's regarding email marketing or just life in general, specifically business related, I will be back here on Thursday for office hours, so we can chat about whatever you have questions about, whatever is going on in your business, and honestly, whatever it is. If you're the only one that shows up, then we get to talk just, us and whatever. So take the opportunity, chat with me, get some free help. People pay a lot of money for that, so you might as well enjoy it while you can. Also, oh yeah, and of course, guys, if you do want some more personalized help, you can always work with me one-on-one or join one of our mastermind groups, which is also a little more personalized, but instead of one-on-one, we have about 4 entrepreneurs in a group where we still work specific on our business, and then you get some feedback from people as well. So I think that's all. Thank you again for putting up with my super fast caffeinated voice. It's 4:30 for me, so it's almost wine time. Have fun going to work and doing what you do. Bye-bye.